I fail to understand your obsession with fame.
Not fame, mega fame. Much more than, like, your level of fame.
One of the greatest strengths that Justice League Unlimited had was giving depth and great characterization to lesser-known heroes. And one of the greatest examples of this is Booster Gold in the episode, The Greatest Story Never Told. When we are first introduced to Booster Gold, he appears to be little more than a shallow, fame-obsessed superhero whose greatest concern is becoming famous, wealthy, and admired. He constantly wants to be involved in the biggest Justice League missions because he believes that defeating powerful villains will make him a celebrity. His desire for recognition even affects how the other League members view him, since they see him as someone more interested in publicity than genuine heroism. However, The Greatest Story Never Told gradually reveals that Booster Gold is much more complicated than he initially appears. Beneath his arrogance, showmanship, and obsession with fame is someone who genuinely wants to help people and become a real hero.
Sir, you just missed a prime opportunity to kiss the girl.
Kissing girls is for heroes, Skeets. Squeaky wheel, buddy. Squeaky wheel.
The episode uses Booster Gold's struggle to demonstrate that being a hero is not about being recognized for one's accomplishments, but about doing the right thing even when nobody knows or cares that you did it. Booster Gold's introduction in the episode establishes him as someone who desperately wants to prove himself. When the Justice League is called to deal with the powerful sorcerer Mordru, Booster Gold sees the crisis as the perfect opportunity to finally become famous. He wants to participate in the fight because he believes that being seen defeating a major villain will finally earn him the respect he thinks he deserves. Instead, Batman assigns him an elongated man to crowd control. Booster Gold is understandably frustrated, but his frustration also reveals how much he equates being a hero with receiving attention. To him, being sent to protect civilians seems less important than fighting Mordru because there will be no audience for it.
Who is that?
The Dark Lord Mordru. I fear for every living creature on the planet.
Yes!
Vibe,
Ahem.
Booster Gold.
Yes! What about me? I was thinking maybe I'd go out on point.
Crowd control.
Now wait just a... Got it. Crowd control.
The episode then begins to challenge Booster Gold's understanding of what being a hero really means. While he is assigned to crowd control, Booster Gold repeatedly finds himself helping people in situations that have nothing to do with fame. He rescues a child's ant farm from a burning building, only to be mistaken for Green Lantern. He then encounters a much more serious crisis at Star Labs when a scientist becomes attached to a miniature black hole that begins consuming everything around it. Booster Gold sees this as his chance to finally perform the kind of heroic act that will make him famous. He is also motivated by his attraction to another scientist, Dr. Simmons, giving him another personal reason to want to succeed. Nevertheless, his motivations, however selfish they may initially be, lead him into a situation where he must put his own life at risk. This is where the episode adds depth to what could otherwise be a one-dimensional character.
Mister, my ants are still in the building.
This is it, Skeets. Hang tight. I'll save your family. Here are your ants.
Thank you, Green Lantern.
Uh-oh.
The source is loose now. It could destroy the world. All worlds.
This is so up my alley. I got this for you.
Booster Gold's desire for fame is real, but it does not mean that his desire to help people is fake. His selfish motivations and genuine heroic instincts exist at the same time. He may want the admiration that comes with being a superhero, but when the situation becomes dangerous, he does not simply walk away. Instead, he continues trying to save people even as everything goes wrong around him. He is nearly crushed by a car, a magically animated building attacks him, and Skeets is sucked into the black hole. In the middle of the chaos, Booster Gold even helps deliver a baby to a woman trapped in an ambulance. Each of these moments demonstrates that, whatever his flaws may be, Booster Gold is willing to put himself in danger for others. But he also shows that he has a lot of self-doubt, such as when he admits the truth about himself to Dr. Simmons. He explains that he came from the future because he was essentially a failure there and wanted to become somebody in the past.
I'm a fraud. Do you know why I came back to the past? It wasn't a fight for justice. I was a failure in the future, just like I am here.
This confession reveals that his obsession with fame is partly rooted in insecurity. Booster Gold does not want fame because he is arrogant. He wants fame because he desperately wants proof that he matters. He has convinced himself that becoming a famous superhero will make him worthy of admiration and erase his feelings of inadequacy. His outward confidence therefore hides a much deeper fear that he is not actually a hero at all. The irony of this belief is that Booster Gold proves himself to be a hero precisely when he stops believing that he is one. By the time he attempts to attach the disruptor collar to the black hole, he is discouraged and convinced that his efforts will not amount to anything. Yet he continues anyway. He risks his life to save Dr. Simmons, the people around him, and the entire city. His heroism becomes genuine because he acts without any guarantee that anyone will ever know what he has done. And no one does find out what he has done, and he just accepts that.
So, you're the beautiful scientist. How do we turn your artificial black hole off?
With this, I hope. It's a gravity inhibitor.
I'm sorry!
I thought I told you to stay on crowd control.
I know, but there was this... It almost... forget it.
This idea is emphasized by the title, The Greatest Story Never Told. Booster Gold saves the world, but it becomes a story that nobody knows. While Batman is angry with Booster Gold for abandoning his crowd control assignment, Booster Gold receives no public recognition for saving the world from the black hole. Instead, he is left to believe that his greatest heroic accomplishment has gone unnoticed. That lack of recognition is ultimately what allows Booster Gold to grow. At the beginning of the episode, he believes that being a hero means being seen being heroic. By the end, he has unknowingly demonstrated the opposite. He has become a hero by doing something heroic when there is no audience and no reward. His actions matter even though nobody gives him credit for them. Booster Gold learns that being a hero is not defined by fame, wealth, or public approval. A hero is someone who chooses to help others, even when doing so offers no personal benefit.
I'm not a superhero!
Everything is about to be destroyed forever. And where are the other superheroes? You're the only one who can do this, so do it!
Booster Gold begins the episode believing that he needs fame to prove that he is a hero. He ends it having demonstrated that he is a hero even without fame. His accomplishments remain unknown to the wider world, but that does not make them any less meaningful. At the end of this episode, Dr. Simmons thanks him and asks him out on a date. Unlike the recognition Booster Gold desperately wanted, this moment is personal rather than public. Dr. Simmons knows what he actually did and appreciates him for it. Her acknowledgement matters because she recognizes the person underneath the costume rather than simply recognizing a famous superhero. Booster Gold learns that he does not need to rely on the approval of others to determine his own worth. Although he still retains his desire for recognition, his experience gives him a better understanding of what being a superhero actually means.
Now, Booster Gold, don't you just love saying it?
That is the attitude that keeps you on the sidelines.
You're right, it's not just about fame.
Because maybe we could have dinner, if you're not busy doing cleanup.
Me? No, I only do crowd control.
This episode is about discovering the hero beneath the facade and adding depth to a character that appears to have none. Booster Gold may initially seem like a shallow, self-promoting character, but the episode reveals that his desire for fame exists alongside a genuine capacity for compassion, courage, and self-sacrifice. His greatest heroic act is meaningful, precisely because nobody knows about it. By saving the day without receiving the recognition he desperately wanted, Booster Gold finally becomes the kind of hero he had always wanted to be. The man who spent so much time trying to prove that he was a hero becomes a true hero only when he stops worrying about whether anyone else will believe it. Booster Gold was taught that being a hero is not about having people celebrate what you have done. It is about knowing that you did the right thing when it mattered.